everyone and welcome back. Last week was when I finally decided to start organizing the house. So this week's agenda is to set and organize other spaces in the house. Kids' almirah was all over the place. So today I decided to start with organizing kids section first. The best part about this house is that it has a lot of storage space. And even though the almirah space is quite a lot, it wasn't sectioned properly. So we called a carpenter to add slabs in almost all the almirahs to make them more functional. Fixing such smaller issues in the house are also quite challenging. Sometimes the carpenter won't come and sometimes they won't have the material ready. And all this added up to the delay. But now that these fixing issues are over, I am happy to begin the fun part of settling in, which is organizing spaces in this house. So the first thing was to take everything out and declutter the kids item. So I'll start by organizing Rutvi's party frocks, which she does not wear very frequently. So I'll use this big organizer that I bought from IKEA to put the dresses in. Next, I'll cover this new slab that the carpenter has placed with a thin plastic sheet that I already had. I do not wish to buy another plastic item and paint will take more time to dry out, so I will use whatever material is available with me and stick it around the slab with this double-sided tape I bought during Diwali last year. This one is really nice as it is not too thick and does its job right. Now to organize Rutvi's daily wear garment, I'll use these foldable organizers that I had bought again from IKEA recently. I'll separate her tops and bottoms and fold them to place in this organizer in a filing method. Arranging clothes like this gives easy visibility and doesn't mess up other garments when pulled out. Other than this, I'll pair her party wear garments together and hang them in a hanger to use the vertical space of this wardrobe. I'll space out both kids' garments and hang them on either side of the rod. I had bought this organizer when Ruthvi was just born. It accommodates so many kids' garments that I feel so happy about. Innerwear, there is daily wear and accessories go in this organizer. Next, I'll sort Rutvi's hair accessories and declutter them. More than her, I am very fond of these accessories, so keep collecting them. And now that the collection has gone big, these accessories have outgrown this box, so I'll take the new one and place everything in. But before that, I'll segregate the accessories. Once done, I'll place them on top shelf where Ruthvi can reach but Dhaire cannot. Next to it, I'll place their daily toiletries. Next, I'll use these sticking hooks, but instead of directly sticking them, I'll use the masking tape as then it becomes removable and reusable. If you wish to hang something with weight, use the masking tape with a bigger width. Festive season is coming and trust me, this hack will come in very handy to decorate the house. I'll use them to use Rutvi's mini handbags that are light in weight. I'll also place kids' medical files and folders on the same shelf. On the shelf below that, I'll put Rutvi's clothes next to the drawer organizer so that she can access them easily. And next to it, I'll put their regular wear socks and school socks. I'll also nest kids' travel bags and backpack together along with the raincoat and travel pouches and keep them on the lowermost shelf of this almirah. And on the shelf above that goes the box for Rutvi's party dresses and few woolen wear. Few other knickknacks will go in a tray organizer like this right next to their toiletries. I collected Rutvi's hairband and kept it in an old namkeen box since it was long enough to keep them together. I'll paint it white once I get some free time. And lastly, there is diaper bag which is ready to use to avoid that last minute rush. And what a satisfaction it is to organize spaces. Kids' wardrobe still has a lot of space, and that is the outcome of using the right organizer and decluttering timely. It is lunchtime and I am super excited to cook today's lunch. Firstly, because I am trying a new recipe today which is loved by everyone, and also because I'll be cooking in my new cast iron cookware from Meyer. If you've been following me, you know my love for cast iron is not hidden. This one is Meyer's pre-seasoned cast iron kadai which I had purchased earlier. Cast iron cookware ensures equal distribution of heat, which helps in quick and even cooking, which really adds deliciousness to food in less time and fuel. And when it comes to trust, Meyer ensures complete purity on their cast iron cookware as they are enamel and chemical coating free. Rather, they are thoroughly pre-baked with penetrating 100% vegetable oil. This one is 26 cm kadai, which is sufficient for a family of 4. The best part is that it comes with its own lid with a rubber lining that covers the top well, and a big shout out to the ergonomic handles which make it easy to lift, considering that these cookwares are comparatively heavy from steel. Rather, this kadai comes with a complimentary set of handle grips for safe handling even when the kadai is hot. Next is this cast iron tawa that I have been eyeing for a long time. Why? Because my locally purchased tawa was very thin and only used to heat up from the center. So the center used to overcook and the sides of the food remained uncooked. While Meyer's cast iron tawa ensures extra thickness and its heavy gauge construction commits durability of the product. Paratha, dosa, chila, pancakes and even chapatis are well taken care of by this single cookware. Meyer also gives a hassle-free lifetime warranty on this one, which of course is a cherry on top. So with this mini cast iron cookware haul, let's begin a new and exciting recipe for today. I will thoroughly wash these new cookwares with dishwashing liquid before starting to cook. So the special lunch menu I was excited about today is Amritsari Chole with Lachha parathas. Cooking Amritsari Chole in iron kadai brings much needed distinct color and taste to it. To save some time, I had pre-soaked the chole overnight and pressure cooked them in separately boiled amla and whole spice water mix. Amla brings in excellent color and spices add flavor to the chole. I'll sieve the chole and keep the water aside to use later. The essence of Amritsari Chole is all into herbs and spices. So now into our boiled chole, I'll mix all the spices. Now I'll add 1 teaspoon ghee and mix everything together and keep it aside. Next is time to make the tadka mix. For that, I'll fine chop 2 onions. You can skip the onion and make them with only tomato puree if you want, and for the chopping, I'll use the hand chopper. The onions are very sharp, thanks to the chopper for fewer tears. I'll also fine chop lots of garlic and some ginger and keep them ready. Ginger is quite a main ingredient, so do not skip it. Chopping is done and it's time to prepare the tadka. I'll start by adding some oil to the kadai. Once the oil heats up, I'll add cumin seeds and carom seeds along with the bay leaf and whole red chili and let the seeds crackle. In this goes 1 green chili and chopped onions. Add salt to help the onions cook quickly. For this recipe, onions needs to caramelize well. So let them cook till they turn golden brown. And till that is happening, I'll prepare the dough for the Lachha paratha. Into the flour, I'll add some crushed carom seeds and turmeric and mix it well. I'll quickly check on the onions, and right now they are nicely caramelized. So I'll add crushed ginger and garlic into this and saute for 3 to 4 minutes. Here is a very awesome trick to thicken the gravy. Take some chole with some chole water and crush them into the tadka. This trick always works, especially when you are not using onion garlic in a gravy. Now add all the boiled chole and the chole water and mix everything well. Cover it and let it simmer on low heat for 15 to 20 minutes or till gravy thickens and all the flavors combine together. Till then, I'll finish kneading the dough with water. So here are a few tips to make layering Lachha parathas. The first tip is to knead the dough nicely for a couple of extra minutes. This increases the gluten in the dough and make it soft to roll. Second step is to rest the dough. Cover it and rest it for at least 10 minutes. Till then, I'll make a salad of Lachha pyaz which goes well with Amritsari Chole. For this, cut the onions into rings and open all the rings. Now for the seasoning, add red chili powder, chaat masala and some coriander chutney which is made with salt, green chili and coriander, and mix everything well and keep aside. The dough is ready. And now I'll start making parathas. Starting with heating the tawa. I'll knead the dough once again and take a small portion out to make paratha. I'll start by rolling a thin chapati first. Then comes the very important step, which is spreading some ghee and sprinkling some dry flour on it. This helps in creating the layers very nicely. For the variation, I'll sprinkle some kasuri methi and black sesame seeds. Now I'll fold this chapati in the fan method, make a swirl and roll the chapati again and cook it on the heated tawa. Chole is done and it's time to turn the gas off. On the parathas, I'll now smear some ghee on either sides and cook it well. And soon, layers will start opening up. You can see how well the layers are separated. In the end, add lemon juice into the chole to add more tanginess and take the chole out from the kadhai. I'll plate this chole with some bundi raita and the prepared onion salad. This is what a fulfilling plate of lunch looks like. There is a different charm on cooking cast iron cookware, and I just loved how it made justice to the whole menu today. I was super hungry and it was difficult to wait. Rutvi anyways loves chole and so loved this variation too. After wardrobe, I wanted to do some aesthetic organization in my dining space. The cabinet space next to the dining table looks so blank, so I thought of arranging it nicely today. I'll start by cleaning the cabinet top first. Right now I'm using a store-bought cleaner as I don't have vinegar at the moment, but you can make a homemade cleaner with half water and half vinegar and a few drops of dishwashing liquid. Now it's time to place some aesthetic items. I'm planning to do some cluster setting by grouping a few items together, and trays are the best way to make any cluster setup look organized. I'll use this lamp that I bought from IKEA as a light source for this corner. I really like this lamp as it gives a bit of a vintage vibe. To hide the chunky wire, I'll use a plant pot. Next, I'll place a candle stand with a tinted candle holder. At the bottom, I'll put a marble base topped with a wooden coaster to add some texture to place this very beautiful crystal Ganesha that my very dear friend gifted me for this house. In the other corner, I'll assemble all the daily use dining table essentials on this lazy Susan. A vase with the dry flowers so that this setup look pretty, cutlery set, salt and pepper grinder, and a few coasters. I'll also clean the side table next to it and organize this corner as well. I'll lay down a jute mat to add some texture to this table, followed by a jute planter. A plant is always a good idea to brighten up any dull corner of the house. I'll add a lantern next to it as an aesthetic element. And this is how the cabinet top looks now. I'll add some snack jars in the center later when I'll prepare any. And from a random blank space, it is now looking eye-pleasing to me. And with that, I hope you liked today's organization vlog. And if you did, then do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more such videos. Don't forget to join me on Instagram for some daily life updates and behind the scene. And I'll see you in my next vlog. Till then, stay tuned and stay connected.